Alright guys, today we're going to be replacing this plastic extruder on an Ender 3. I'm going to walk you through that. The reason we're going to replace it is it's kind of garbage. We're going to replace it with this nice aluminum metal one. And let's go through the process. So, one of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to heat up your machine first, and you're going to want to pull your filament out. After you've done that, let it cool off, obviously. Boom, boom, boom. Pull that out. So we'll undo this little thing here. So take this off. We'll save that, put it off to the side. So there's two different types of these plastic extruders. On some of them, they have a screw on the side here. There's no screw. So we're going to just pop this spring out. Because normally you would just take a screwdriver, undo it, and go from there. We're really not going to need this screw. We're going to have another one. So let me get this screwdriver in there. Be careful, don't stab your fingers, that kind of thing. It's a little stubborn. Just kind of fits on a nub. There we go. So right here, I'm going to take this arm off next. So this will come off, and I'll show you what we got here. One of the reasons why we're replacing this is plastic, and you can see it's started to wear holes in there. It hurts attention, hurts your print quality, that type of thing. So this little guy here, we got a couple of this little gear here, wheel. We got a couple little guys here that we got to loosen a little bit. One on each side, usually. Let me find the other one. There it is. So we'll do these. So loosen those. Let's show you these little guys there. Just get in there, loosen. That comes off. Little gear. All right. So you got your motor here. There's 3 bolts here that hold this piece on and this up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to undo those 3 now. You have to be careful. Hold your motor on the bottom while you're doing that. Just hold that good and tight. All right, so our motor's out. We'll make sure we have this where it's going to go back. We can pick this off, so boom, that's off. Got that apart. We got this bag with all these goodies in it. So we're going to put Humpty Dumpty together here. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to dump all this stuff out into my hand. Hope I don't lose it. If you look here, like when I had this old one, so we're going to have all new pieces. You have a flat recess screw that's here, and you have these rounded screws. You're basically going to get the same type of ones from the other one. We're going to start with the flat recess out of our kit. It'll go in there. What we're going to do next, we're going to take our stepper motor from the bottom, and I want to show you something with the stepper motor. The stepper motor's got a flat side to it. You got to make a note of that. That's important. It's going to be important here in a minute. So I'll put our stepper motor there. I'm going to put this guy here. And what's important to note here is, you want this to be facing inward, towards where your filament's going to go through. If your filament's going to come through here, you want to make sure that, you got that in there, so because like I said, this is going to come through here, once we get all that together. Remember I told you about that flat part that's here. Our new gear, you got your little grub screws, I believe they're called. You want one of those to go on this flat part so that it makes a good connection. Let me get this here. All right. It's definitely important that it goes there. Then you can tighten your other one. All right, our next step is going to put the pulley together here. So you're going to have, want to put this little wheel there. You're going to put on top of that. Well, let's do this. Got this screw here. Now you can look at that. Forget what size that is, but you know you want to put your washer on there. Put this on there. It'll poke up a little bit. I'd personally go finger tight. You know, just if you want it to be tight, spin freely. You can give it a little bit of turn with that. But like I said, just test it, make sure it spins. You're good there. You'll put this insert in there. You got one of these long screws that came with it. You'll pop that in there. Now, there's supposed to be a washer that goes underneath this. And somewhere in my carpet, I've lost said washer. So I've stolen a washer from the old part, but that's going to go down here. So as you can see, you'll have a washer there. May not be the best washer for this, but it's going to have to do for now. All right, so after you get your washer on there, you got all this stuff on there, your insert and whatnot, you're going to take one of these, I believe this is an M3 bolt. But anyways, you're going to take the M3 bolt, and it's going to go right in this hole here. Because this is going to be what your spring's going to end up sitting on. So just kind of put that in there like that. Once you do that, then you can take this with our washer. I wish I had the right washer. You know, you watch, after I get this whole thing together, I'm going to find that washer hanging out somewhere. At least it's not like going to be a big pain to take apart. And if I didn't say it before, you know, this gear here that we put in, you want to make sure the gear part is lined up with the hole that comes through here. You know, because you want it to definitely push through that hole. So make sure you keep an eye on that. You find the right bit here. All right, so once it's in there, you get it started. You want to make sure you get this. So let's do this way. You don't want this to be crazy loose. You want it to kind of be tight. Well, that's too tight. Back it off a little bit. You don't want it to be crazy loose. You don't want it to be crazy tight. You want to be it so that you can move it. You can always adjust that later. So it's something we can play with. You can play with that tension. It's one of the things about this, you know, you're going to play. So, okay, so once that's in, we're going to take our spring. We're going to kind of, don't push it down. Now, be careful. You don't want this spring to fly across the room. But you're going to kind of smush it in there. And this is where you might want to use that screwdriver. So, cool. That's there. So next, we're going to end up putting a screw in that end. As soon as I find the bit here, so I'll put another screw on the side here. There we go. Make sure it's good and tight. That's like a work of art there, baby. All right, so we got 2 screws remaining. One here and one here. Let's go ahead and get those in. Oh. All right, so we got those 2 screws in. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece here. We're going to screw it in hand tight. Once that's done, we'll take a wrench and turn it about a half a turn past hand tight. Give or take. Goes in there good and tight. We can take this, and now what I'm gonna have to do So I don't have a little C clamp here. I'm gonna have to get one. All right, so everything's back together. Give it a quick pinch. Now something you can do while you're here is you can take a piece of filament and you can kind of just do a little test. Now some people have a wheel to turn that'll, you know, move the motor and stuff back and forth. I don't have one of those. Maybe I should look into printing one. Anyways, so I'll run a piece of filament in here and just make sure it grabs, make sure it's good. You know, and it looks like everything is pretty good there. Pull this out, but yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching the video. I'll put a link in the description where you can pick one of these up. I hope this was a good help. Thanks for watching My Melt Tech. Catch you later.